Hi, I'm Saif Malik. I'm CEO of Standard Chartered Bank here in the UK. Standard Chartered Bank is one of the largest global trade banks in the world. We're in 54 markets. We employ nearly 90,000 people. And we're proud to be a UK-registered, UK-listed bank. So I think as we look at the ever-changing landscape, the macroeconomic landscape, the geopolitics happening, for us as an organization, we have to be true to what we stand for. What are our values? Where do we want this organization to go to? And I think that's the really key part of it. And then to navigate these changes within those landscapes or sort of those confines. What are the core values? Separate that from the individuals, stick to the core values of the organization, and then those will evolve with time also. But for now, just to have clarity, to stick to those positions. So I won't talk about every company. I'll talk about the company that I work for. And I think the most important thing there is that we've decided that AI is a transformational, sort of once-in-a-lifetime change that's happening in terms of how we will evolve as a human race, as the world itself. And therefore, instead of sitting back and watching it go through or sitting back and complain about it, we have said that how do we embrace, evolve, and adapt with the AI technology, the tools that are available to us. So we've been working very closely with many partners, in fact, over the last few years, but specifically now where we are looking to see how do we evolve our staff to add the skills, get multi-skilled, but more importantly, to really understand what tools that they have at their fingertips. And we're going through various AI academies, training programs to see, how do we upskill our staff to those levels. So for us, I think AI is here. It should be, a big force for good change in the world. I think there will be, different aspects of it. We can play our role to be that force for good, that change that happens, specifically in the financial services where it can have transformational changes on cross-border capabilities, payments, how letters of credit are opened, et cetera, et cetera. So we want to be involved in that transformation, in that journey. And the most critical way we do it is that get in there, learn about it, understand it, evolve with it, and then get better with that technology. Well, I think you have to be honest and, you don't take people for granted, right? I think everybody understands that this is going to be some transformational changes. Everybody understands that there will be jobs that are there today that will disappear because of what's coming through with AI. And this is why we give our staff, the platforms to say, here's the opportunity for you to upskill and up tier yourself and understand what it is. But more importantly, also, there's a lot that we do in the banking space, and we talked about that earlier, that involves empathy, that involves this conversation. You could have a AI generation of Saif talking about this, but he wouldn't be able to really get and tell you about his own journey, where he's come from, that has shaped him to be the leader that he is. Whether I've come, from growing up in Africa, working in 6 different other markets, and then coming here, bringing that experience, that real life lived experiences, and then working that as a leader with our team. So I think those are certain aspects that you will always have to we continue to support our staff to understand that, but also more importantly to understand that there's going to be rapid change that's going to come through. So for me, leadership is very much about, yes, what's going to happen, where we're headed to, how we're going to get there. But I don't forget where I come from, because that's really shaped me as well. And I think, as a leader, to create that empathy, to create that followership really comes through transparency leadership, authentic leadership. And what the other individual just wants to know is just somebody who's just honest and telling you what they're really about. So for me, it's really been my journey from the past that's really shaped and evolved me, and that continues to change how I lead going forward.